Welcome back to the channel, guys. Most of you guys know I have this 2025 Z06. It's time for the first oil change. Now, I know some people out there are getting an oil change every 50 miles, 100 miles, 500 miles. Just kidding, no one really does that. But some people do like to get the oil change done at 500. The reason why I skipped that is in part to the fact that this car is naturally aspirated and you don't drive them hard the first 500 miles. Now, after the 500 miles, I have gotten on it a good bit. So I figured I don't mind doing it at 1,000 mark. So here it is. This is that 5.5 liter flat plane crank V8. Absolute masterpiece. So that's where you're gonna do your oil change. You can check the level, refill. They do use Mobil 1. I think it's like a what's that, 5W50 or something like that. We're gonna go online really quickly and we're gonna check all this stuff because I wanna show you guys pricing, things like that. And we're gonna talk about it. Do you really need to get the oil changed at 500 miles? Honestly, the question should be, should you do it at 1,000? But first, let's see what the owner's manual says. Here's the owner's manual for the 2025 model year, which is probably the same for every other model year too. It does not mention anything about an oil change break-in. So regardless of what we think in our heads, even the manufacturer does say nothing about doing an early oil change. Now you guys see here, I didn't see this, but it says 1,500 miles, do not participate in track events, sport driving schools, or similar activities. So just something to note too if you haven't read your owner's manual. Under the schedule maintenance tab, there really isn't a mileage for the oil change or even a time frame, but I'm pretty sure it's once a year, which is pretty typical. And it says here 7,500 miles, but they really want you to use the computer, which will tell you, which is what they call the oil life system. Okay. Now, if you scroll down here, it does kind of explain what this system is. It says, this vehicle has a computer that indicates when to change the engine oil and filter. This is based on a combination of factors which include engine revolutions, engine temperature, and miles driven. Based on driving conditions, the mileage at which an oil change is indicated can vary considerably. For the oil life system to work properly, the system must be reset, which is pretty typical. Now, it does say here this car has a race-ready dry sump engine lubrication system, so you have to follow the guidelines for this too. So what I'll do is, I will not read this to you guys, but if you want, you guys can pretty much go and read what this system is. I'm on Paragon Performance's website, and they actually have the oil change kit here. So you guys can see this is everything that comes here. So they give you the filter, drain plug right there. And I believe this is 8 quarts of oil, I believe it is. This is, yep, 8 quarts of Mobil 1 supercar oil. Okay. And then here's everything that's going to come in there. So there's a bottle. I'll zoom in a little bit so you guys can see this. That's the bottle. Up next, this is the filter. It's actually a small filter too, by the way. And then this is the drain plug. Let's go ahead and head over to the dealership.
Normally what I like to do is pop the filter first, and whatever's in the engine brings down into the pan, and then you get more of it. So okay. We'll probably have a little bit of a time delay here, but
no, you're good. It's nice and warm right now, though. It has
to
get pretty hot.
Well, that's part of the thing with the oil that they've got in it. You've got to be able to handle starting at 10 degrees and then handle all the way up to, the engine runs at 220.
Wow.
So that's quite the stretch.
And there's multiple drain points on this one?
There's just 2 on this one.
Okay. So that's the oil filter.
Yep.
There it is.
Give me. There we go.
Nice. Oh, looks pretty good actually too.
Oh yeah. How many miles do you have on it?
About 1,100.
1,100?
Yeah.
Yeah, break in.
Yeah, break in, yeah.
Yeah. Next time you go and you get it changed to, I think it's 5,000 on these, it's going to be a lot darker.
Oh, okay.
Well, when it decides to spray everywhere, it's a mess to clean up.
Oh, that looks great.
Oh yeah,
that looks good. Yeah, you don't really have to do these early break-ins, but I figured I'd just do it.
It's part of that old school mentality, and back then you did have to do these because of all the zinc in the oil and the metal shavings that would come out from the manufacturing process. And nowadays there's not a whole lot of that.
Yeah, the oil has advanced so much, is what you're saying, right?
Well, also the manufacturing process, engines being in clean rooms, and you could have an operation in these rooms that the engines are built in if you truly wanted to. Okay, this one's going to probably be the messy one, so
I'll back up a little bit.
Don't be surprised if you need to jump.
There it is. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, that oil still looks good. I agree with you. I don't think you have to do these early oil change processes.
Well, the amount of trash that's in the oil, it's all subjective, and without an oil analysis, it's anybody's guess on what's in the oil.
Yeah. And that looks great.
But I wouldn't be surprised if there was a good amount of zinc in the oil, and they call it GDP for the chemical package that they put into it.
Yeah.
There's probably a large amount of that stuff in this, and then after that you don't need it.
Gotcha. Yeah, the filter still a little warm. Yeah. Looks
no
good.
debris or anything inside there?
Yeah, if I buy another Corvette, I'm not going to do, I might just go 3,000 or so. Because I still drive it pretty hard, you know, so I still wouldn't mind getting it a little bit sooner every oil change, so.
Yeah, all the vehicles I bought brand new, I'll baby them. I won't do high revs or anything like that until they hit about 5,000.
Okay.
I'll do the first oil change at 1,000, next one's at 5. And then after that, it's just time to lean into it and get the power out of it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. What kind of car do you drive?
Right now I've got a 19 Tundra. But I went and,
Yeah.
I went and I got done building a Toyota Echo for my daughter, went through the engine on that. She didn't want it, so I sold it to somebody that would like it.
Okay, nice.
But I've been into old flatheads, I've been into push rod engines for different manufacturers and whatnot. I've played with the old stuff, I've gone through the new stuff.
Nice. So it's the next day, and oil change is complete. I apologize. I completely forgot to ask them how much it would cost to get the oil change, but on Paragon Performance's website, just for the oil and parts, is $180. Not sure if that's free shipping. I doubt it is, but yeah, figure oil change on these are probably about $250 in that ballpark. But yeah, this is not a hard job, actually. I was expecting it to be a little bit harder. If you have a lift, this would be easy to do. So I might actually do my own oil change every other, because I might just go every 3,000 miles. And depending on, you know, if I do 3,000 or 4,000 miles in a year, I might just have them do the other one. That way it shows that the oil change are getting done at least once a year. But hope this video was helpful. I don't think that you need to do a 500 mile oil change. Now, if I got a ZR1, I probably would have gone to just 500 miles because of the twin turbos. You know, that oil's gonna get a lot hotter because of those turbos too. So just something to consider there. But yeah, I think personally for a naturally aspirated engine like this, even though it revs pretty high, I think 3,000 miles is perfect. I probably, if I got another Z06 in the future, I'll probably go 3,000 for the first oil change, simply because you're not really driving the car that hard anyways. And I mean, this car takes what, 8 quarts of oil. So unless you're doing a lot of idling, because I did discuss this in another video. I talked about fuel dilution. Even though some people disagree with me, fuel dilution happens even on, you know, gasoline engines as well. So hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Make sure your bell notifications are on. I'm going to be doing some drive videos really soon. I'm hoping to go to the track. That's what I want to do. I want to get the car on the track and show you guys that. I think that'd be more fun. But if not, we'll do some spirited driving later.